Hello everyone, I'm David Karlson, Assistant Recreation Director for the City of La Vista, and welcome to our first ever virtual Arbor Day. We're here on the lawn at City Campus. Just a few feet behind me stands my favorite tree in all of La Vista. Can you guess which one it is? That's right, it's the La Vista Christmas tree. With me here today, standing a safe dinosaur distance apart, is Mayor Kindig, who will help me present a few Arbor Day facts and give the official Arbor Day proclamation.
So the proclamation for Arbor Day: whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable source giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood projects. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our communities. And now, therefore, I, Douglas Kindig, Mayor of the City of La Vista, do hereby proclaim Friday, April 24th, 2020, as Arbor Day in the City of La Vista. And I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands, and to plant trees to promote the well-being of this and future generations, dated this 15th day of April, 2020.
Here are some fun facts for Arbor Day. In 1872, the first Arbor Day was held in Nebraska City. In 1972, the Arbor Day Foundation formed to celebrate its 100th anniversary of Arbor Day and to carry out the mission of planting trees. In 1990, the Arbor Day Foundation begins working with the U.S. Forest Service to plant trees in American forest. Since 1990, the foundation has helped plant 50 million trees in national, state, and county forests. In 2001, the Arbor Day Foundation encouraged people to vote for America's national tree. With over 400,000 people voting, the winner was the oak tree. In 2010, the Arbor Day Foundation surpassed more than 1 million members, each sharing the mission to carry on caring for the earth and keeping J. Sterling Morton's dream alive. In 2011, more than 8 million trees were delivered to Arbor Day Foundation members for planting in their yards, and the Arbor Day Foundation has planted and distributed more than 10,000 trees each year.
So we're going to read the starry giraffe. The starry giraffe stumbled upon a plump apple tree. She was very hungry. Just when she opened up to take a big bite, a little brown mouse popped out of his hole. "I'm very hungry," he squeaked, "but I am much too little to reach those delicious apples." "Well, here you go," said the giraffe. "Thank you," said the mouse as he moused back into his hole. Oh, sorry, hang with me, everybody. The starry giraffe turned to find the second most delicious apple on the tree. She picked a round, rosy red one that smelled so good she could just about taste it. When she was just about to taste it, a family of skunks scurried up. The giraffe presented them each with an apple. The excited skunk family jumped all about. All this apple picking made the starry giraffe quite tired. An old gray bunny thumped up. The giraffe gave him an apple. A raccoon followed. 1 apple for him. The snake got 2. See the little bumps, the apples in the snake? And a rhino carried 1 off in his lunchbox to eat later. The starry giraffe was hungrier than ever. Only one lonely apple remained on the tree. She looked around to see if anyone else might arrive. It was all quiet. The giraffe stretched up high and picked the last apple. Then she noticed a tiny inchworm staring up with a hungry face. Worms quite enjoy apples, so she gave him the final one. The giraffe's stomach rumbled. She felt tired and a little sad. After a few moments of rest, the starry giraffe stood up tall. She walked to the next tree and ate 27 apples. The very end. So the giraffe shared its apples with everybody else, but still was able to eat at the end. So, well, I hope everybody enjoyed that story. You know, it'd probably be a good time to maybe plant an apple tree. So I hope you have a safe and healthy Arbor Day. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for joining me and Dino in celebrating our first ever virtual Arbor Day. Hopefully next year you can be here in person and say hi to Dino yourself.